When WWE was looking for their next breakout superstars, they turned to reality television. In the spring of 2000, WWE would create a new show on MTV called Tough Enough. This show would let anyone audition by sending in videotapes. These tapes were reviewed and 230 contestants were chosen to come try out for the first season of WWF Tough Enough. 230 people would come to the tryouts where they narrowed it down to 25 and eventually 13 total men and women were chosen for the show. Al Snow, Jacqueline, Taz, and Tori would be the main trainers from the show, and they would help mold these young people into future WWE superstars. They would all share a house and we would see different personalities clash and create some drama. Along with this, we would see many physical challenges and watch as they trained to become future wrestlers. This is a good peek into what it was really like to become a WWE superstar, and they would show all of the steps it takes to work, including running the ropes, bumping, putting together matches, and gaining characters. Some of the most notable people from Season 1 were Josh Matthews, Christopher Nowinski, and the two winners, Maven and Nydia. Maven was the most clean cut out of the group, a true hard worker and the babyface of the group. He had the looks to be a WWE superstar, and it showed the most potential in the entire thing. Even though he won, some people say there's a WWE Tough Enough winner's curse, where it's probably better that you didn't win because you might have more success. When Maven won, he was given a WWE contract. Maven and Nydia were sent to Heartland Wrestling Association to receive further training. On October 4th, Maven made his in-ring debut against Taz, a former trainer. Taz forced him to submit to the Taz mission. Following the match, Taz helped Maven to his feet before clotheslining him, thus starting a program between the two. After losing to Taz via submission, there was a rematch next week on SmackDown, where Maven clotheslined Taz following the match. On October 18th episode of SmackDown, Maven won his first wrestling match by defeating Taz with assistance from Nydia. This was a good opening program for Maven, as he would be able to work with one of his trainers and even build on the drama from the reality TV series Tough Enough. Maven would get a serious boost as he ran a short program with The Undertaker. Maven eliminated The Undertaker from the 2002 Royal Rumble by drop-kicking him from behind. Undertaker responded in turning to the ring and dragging Maven underneath the ropes. He then delivered a savage beating to Maven, including one of the most vicious chair shots of all time. Maven was unable to continue. Taker ended up dragging Maven to the back and threw him through a popcorn machine. Maven recalls the entire segment saying, "So the match called for this night was for me to get color, and in the business, if you want to get color, you take aspirin. Well, I'm allergic to aspirin. So Taker's backstage and he tells me an hour before we go out. He's like, take a couple of baby aspirin to thin your blood out. And I'm like, I'm allergic. He said, oh, let's drink some Jack. I'm out there. He's not feeling a thing because he's Taker, and I'm 2 sheets in the wind. I'm shocked as F that I actually hit the drop kick, but I'm glad again that I did." The two began a feud over the hardcore title, which Maven won from The Undertaker thanks to interference from The Rock. And at WrestleMania 18, Maven lost the hardcore championship to Spike Dudley during Maven's match with Goldust, but won the title back the same night from Christian, all due to the 24/7 hardcore championship. In 2003, Maven entered the Royal Rumble for a second time, where he attempted to eliminate The Undertaker again by using a dropkick, but it failed, and he was eliminated by The Undertaker. Subsequently that year, Maven continued to wrestle on WWE Heat, making random appearances on Raw. Nonetheless, on March, Maven was given a world title match against the champion Triple H on Heat, but he lost. In 2004, Maven experienced the biggest push of his career, even gaining a victory over then Evolution member Batista. Maven then took part in the Survivor Series elimination match at Survivor Series 2004, teaming with Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, and Chris Jericho to face Triple H, Batista, Gene Snitsky, and Edge for control of Monday Night Raw for 1 month. Maven was attacked backstage by Snitsky prior to the match, but after Benoit was eliminated, Maven arrived to join his teammates. He was eventually eliminated by Triple H. Orton was the sole survivor as a result, and he and his team had control of Raw for 1 month. Maven was the first to control Raw, booking himself in a World Heavyweight Championship match against Triple H, who tried to get out of it by offering Maven a place in Evolution. Maven declined, and despite interference from Chris Jericho, Benoit, and Orton, Triple H retained due to interference from Snitsky and Ric Flair. Maven then turned into a bad guy 2 weeks later by turning on Eugene, assaulting him as revenge for his elimination in a battle royale on Raw. Maven then feuded with then Intercontinental Champion Shelton Benjamin, culminating at a New Year's Revolution 2005 singles match for the championship. Before the match could start, Maven did a worked interview out of the ring, blasting the Puerto Rican crowd. Benjamin quickly defeated him in just a matter of seconds with a roll-up. Maven then cut a promo saying, that didn't count, and challenged Shelton Benjamin to a rematch. It was accepted. He returned to the ring and was beaten in seconds yet again by Shelton's signature T-bone suplex. During this time, he entered an unofficial alliance with Simon Dean, serving as a successful user of the Simon system, that's Simon Dean's character, and the nutrition line that he created. The team was split when Dean was traded to SmackDown, and Maven was subsequently released by WWE on July 5th, 2005. And that's the Maven story in WWE. He was basically a nobody who became a star off the WWE reality television Tough Enough. Maven was a young, good-looking kid who made it into the WWE. Being from WWE Tough Enough, a lot of the wrestlers didn't think he paid his dues in the business, and that made it hard for him to succeed. Hard work and Jack Daniels before the Royal Rumble 2002 earned him the respect of The Undertaker. As I stated before, winning Tough Enough was a curse for a lot of these people. If you didn't evolve past the character that was shown on the reality television, you wouldn't make it in the WWE. It was best if you left after Tough Enough and then returned with a completely new character. Maven could have became a star, however, he basically stayed the same his entire run in the WWE and never really evolved. He did have a brief heel turn, but it just didn't feel right. Maven had a career highlight feuding with The Undertaker, but could never break past the lower mid-card scene.